Welcome in Chateau Lemberk in Czech Republic with reporter Mike. Before the current early Baroque chateau, a medieval castle was built here in the mid-13th century by Havel of the Markwartinger house. Havel of Lemberk lived at the court of Kings Wenceslas I and his son Ottokar II. His wife, Zdislava of Lemberk, was born in Křižanov, Moravia. She became widely aware in 1995 when she was declared a saint by Pope John Paul II. The oldest preserved part of the castle is the main tower. The accurate design and location of the castle hasn't been ever found out, not even during the archaeological research in 1994. The lords of Lemberk owned the castle until the end of the 14th century. In the 15th century, during the Hussite Wars, the owners came and went. Most of them were Lusatian and Saxon aristocrats. The castle gradually lost its early Gothic design and was rebuilt as a Renaissance chateau. In 1550, the Lemberk domain was inherited by Henry Kurzbach of Drakenberg, and a period of peace and economic growth began. Henry brought new inhabitants to decayed villages, built and bought other hamlets, established new mill houses, sawmills, and a brewery. Another Renaissance reconstruction occurred in the beginning of the 17th century when the chateau and the domain already belonged to the Denon house. The second floor of the building was built, and the facade was fitted with a sgraffito. Around 1610, a wooden tile ceiling was made in the Grand Hall, decorated by paintings inspired by fables. Hence the name Fable Hall. After 1620 the domain was taken over by Albrecht of Wallenstein, and after his death in 1634 it became property of John Rudolf Breda. Between 1660 and 1680, the Breda House invited artists and architects from the Netherlands and Italy, and had the chateau rebuilt into the Baroque design. In these years, the current design of Lemberk was created, with rich stucco decorations. At the same time, the Breda Folly with a garden was built nearby, for the leisure time of the aristocracy. After the death of Christopher Rudolf Breda in 1680, all the construction ceased, and was never restored. In 1726, the Bredas sold the whole domain to the House of Gallas, then Clan Gallas, and the chateau was used as a rural residence. During the 7 Years' War, the chateau was severely damaged. In 1758, the Fable Hall was used as a field infirmary for the soldiers wounded in the Battle of Hochkirch. Due to lack of drugs and faulty supply, over 1,000 men died here. They are buried in the forest near the chateau, and the place is marked by a wooden crucifix. During the 19th century, minor building adjustments were made at Lemberk. The Clan Gallises changed all the windows, doors and tiled stoves, and repaired the sculptural decorations in the Breda garden. The vacant area near the garden was given to the village so a school could be built that worked until 1879.